Number 7, Jamie Garcia. Number 8, Lauren Copeland. Number 9, Augustina Singh. Number 14, Hannah Drawbridge. Number 16, Katney Young. Number 26, Martha Dutera. Number 30, Daniel Cana. In goal, number 33, Erica Cohn. The head coach of the Aggies is Tiffany Huseman. She's assisted by Kate Murphy and Zach Miller. And now the starting 11 for your Pacific Tigers. A junior in goal from Monte de Paris, Spain. Number 00, Laura Pujade. A junior from Glendora, California. Number 2, Leah Koper. A sophomore from Somerset West, South Africa. Number 5, Savannah Burns. A sophomore from Schelde, Belgium. Number 6, Axel Steffen. A sophomore from Barcelona, Spain. Number 7, Alicia Munoz. A sophomore from Coquitlam, British Columbia. Number 9, Hannah Tigerjack. A senior from Escondido, California. Number 11, Kelsey Coolidge. A junior from Glendora, California. Number 12, Kylie Morrison. A freshman from Antwerpen, Belgium. Number 13, Justine Van Latham. A junior from Guadalajara, Mexico. Number 21, Ali Campos. And a freshman from Los Gatos, California. Number 22, Riley Cabo. The Tigers are coached by Andy Smith. He's assisted by Laura Spellman and Chris Fry. The athletic trainer is Callie Van Valkenburg. We ask now that you please rise, remove your hats and headwear as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Pacific Field Hockey Turf here at the University of the Pacific as we get set for America East Conference play between the Pacific Tigers and the UC Davis Aggies. Paul Meison's here. Glad he could join us. Beautiful Sunday afternoon, much cooler than Friday afternoon. Although the Tigers got a big win on Friday afternoon, knocking off nationally ranked Stanford 1-0. So the Tigers looking to follow up that win with a win here this afternoon against the UC Davis Aggies. The Tigers and Aggies met earlier this season back on September 25th, a game that saw the Tigers outshoot the Aggies by a lot, but the final score is just 1-0. The Tigers got the win to open up America East Conference play. Tigers on the season now 8-6, 2-1 in league play, while the Aggies 7-9 on the year, 0-3 in league play. The Aggies were last in action on the 9th, a 3-2 win over UMass Lowell. Before that, the Aggies had lost back-to-back one-goal decisions, losing 1-0 to Cal and 2-1 to Stanford. So before that UMass Lowell game, a lot of the Aggies games have been 1-0, 2-1 final scores. And Tigers have played back-to-back 1-0 games, losing to Cal before the win on Friday against Stanford. So we get set. Tigers wearing all black. They will be going from right to left on your screen, while the Aggies in all white will be going from left to right. In goal for the Tigers, Laura Puhade. In front of her, Kofer, Burns, Steffen, Munoz, Tuverjak, Gullidge, Morrison, Van Latham, Campos, and the goal scorer from Friday afternoon, Riley Camo, as Camo got the deflection as she played it in on the penalty corner. Burns shot it towards goal, and Camo deflected it in for the lone goal of the game. In goal for the Aggies, Erica Cohen, and in front of her, Hazy, Soe, Borsak, Garcia, Copeland, Singh, Drawbridge, Young, Duterte, and Kana. As we get set, it was senior day here for the Tigers, honoring the Tigers seniors playing in their final home game. We will be back for a game here on the 28th against Cal, but that'll be technically a Cal home game, as Cal's field was not ready for this season. So we're underway. That win on Friday was the first win over a ranked opponent under head coach Andy Smith in his third season. Tigers had 5 wins in his first season, 7 wins last season, already with 8 wins here this year. As Tigers look for win number 9 here this afternoon. Drawbridge plays it forward, and it finds its way to Kana. Played up to Tuverjak off of her foot. Rolls out of play right next to me here on the far side. Copeland to play it in. And goes off a Tiger stick into the circle. Morrison. And now stop the clock as the ball hit an Aggie and was shaken up a bit. Burns plays it forward, looking for Tuverjak, and eventually it finds its way to Gullidge. Gullidge on a long run here will play it into the circle, finds Campos. The shot goes wide. So a nice job there finding Campos in the circle, and her shot goes just wide. The first shot of the afternoon by the Tigers. As mentioned, Tigers outshot the Aggies quite a bit in their first matchup this season, although they were only able to get 1 goal. Goal from Gullidge was the difference when these two teams met earlier this season at UC Davis. Gullidge with it again, has it knocked away. Aggies pass it back, looking to switch sides of the field. Do so to the near side. And Camo knocks it out. And nice job there to knock it away. Campos now with it for the Tigers. Plays it towards the top of the circle. And the Aggies with it briefly. They play it forward. Nice job there by Burns to come up and take it away. Burns into the circle. Passes it back. Unable to get it to a teammate. And we're going to have our first penalty corner of the afternoon. Tigers looked really good on the penalty corners Friday afternoon. Their 1 goal came from a penalty corner as it was played into Burns, and her shot towards goal deflected in by Camo. Couple Another real nice play setting up near goals. Setting up Campos for a wide open shot and also a nice play to the back post that the Tigers nearly tipped in. Camo to play it in. And it's Burns towards goal. Loose in front, a scramble. Shot by Munoz, and it's in! So Alicia Munoz with the first goal of the afternoon, and the Tigers with a quick 1-0 lead. So
scored by number 7, Alicia Munoz.
Munoz, her third goal of the season. And not quite 4 minutes in, Tigers already in front 1-0. So a nice start here for the Tigers, capitalizing on the penalty corner. The shot came from Burns, and then it was loose in front, and Munoz did not miss. Van Latham will bring it in, closely guarded by a couple Aggies, knocked out by Singh. And now try to play a diagonal ball towards Campos. Taken away by the Aggies. That pass is unforced turnover, really, as Borsak unable to control that pass. Morrison plays it back to Burns. Now over here on the far side, right in front of us, to Van Latham, and she plays it right down the line. It just rolls out. Van Latham, a freshman from Belgium. As the Aggies play it back and look to switch sides of the field. As the Tigers take it away, Kofer slips and falls, but is able to get it to Munoz briefly, loses it. A lot of colliding there. Munoz quickly plays it towards the circle. And the Aggies now quickly restarting it. Knocked away by Van Latham to Burns. Burns will play it forward, looking for Tuverjack. She unable to control it. Copeland had it almost knocked away by Campos. Tigers out shooting the Aggies 3-0 here early on. Lead 1-0. The goal from Alicia Munoz, her third goal of the season. Nice job there by Van Latham to get around, and as she heads into the circle, looks to get off a shot, goes wide. Real nice run there by the freshman Van Latham, weaving her way through traffic and gets off the shot that goes just wide. And now ball rolls out of play right in front of the Tigers bench. Play it back to Burns. Burns, long ball forward to Gullidge. Gullidge still with it, headed towards the circle. Into the circle she goes. Will now shoot it towards goal. Aggies with some substitutions. Kramer and Wigney in for the Aggies. Jackson also getting ready to come in. Ball played forward by the Aggies. Starting to warm up here a little bit. Though not as warm as it was on Friday afternoon. As that pass taken away by Tuverjack. She plays it wide to Steffen. Now Steffen back to Tuverjack. And she will play it into the circle. And the shot from Campos high over the top. So another good scoring chance for the Tigers. As the Tigers lead 1-0, not even 9 minutes into the first half. A goal 3:59 into the match by Alicia Munoz has the Tigers in front. Knocked out by Camo. And Tigers quickly get it right back. Munoz with it. Looks like she was going to try to get it to Steffen before going back to Morrison. And now Morrison, a long ball forward, finds Campos. Campos still with it. And kind of didn't get as much on that pass as she wanted. And now the Aggies with it. And a quick one-touch pass, unable to connect for the Aggies. Burns plays it forward. Gullidge deflects it, and it rolls out of play. Savannah Burns has led the way in goals and assists this season for the Tigers. 5 goals, 6 assists for Burns. Campos 4 goals and 3 assists. Battle for possession at midfield, won by the Aggies. Now out wide to Drawbridge, into the circle. Tigers play it out. Last touch there by Drawbridge. Van Latham told to back it up. And she tried to play it forward. Knocked away there by Kramer. Getting ready to come in for the Tigers, Malia Robertson, one of several Tigers honored before this afternoon's game on Senior Day. Nice job there by Tuverjack to get it in the circle. Campos heading towards goal, loose in front, looking for a shot. Another nice chance there for the Tigers as Tuverjack deflected it into the circle. Campos able to gather it and head towards goal, and then her pass, unfortunately, a Tiger in front couldn't put it in the back of the goal. The Aggies looking to play it out of their back. We'll switch sides of the field over to Copeland. Copeland with a little bit of room will play it forward and off the stick of a teammate. And eventually it finds its way to Morrison. And then Morrison out wide. Nice tip there by Van Latham to Steffen. And there's Robertson coming on, replacing Gullidge. Also getting ready to come on, Sydney Brooks. And for that, we are going to have a timeout called by the Aggies, and head coach Tiffany Huseman Huseman in her second season as the head coach of the Aggies calls timeout with 22:25 to go here in the first half. A first half that's been dominated by the Tigers as the Tigers have outshot the Aggies 6-0. Lead 1-0. A goal by Alicia Munoz, capitalizing on a penalty corner. The Tigers played it into Burns, whose shot was saved, and then able to jump on the rebound and put it in was Munoz. So the Tigers lead 1-0. Tigers' last two games before this also were 1-0 final scores. The win Friday against Stanford, and the loss before that to Cal 1-0. Certainly looking like we're going to see more than one goal here this afternoon, as Tigers 6 shots already, just over 12.5 minutes into the first half. Been a busy weekend here at Pacific, homecoming weekend. Field hockey opened up the home action Friday with that win over Stanford, and then yesterday the men's water polo team, a come-from-behind win against UC Irvine. And then last night, the women's volleyball team, also a come-from-behind win, winning in 5 sets against the St. Mary's Gales. And then right before this game this afternoon, the water polo team, again, a big win as they knocked off Stanford. So the teams playing at home this week during homecoming weekend, so far a perfect 4-0. And right now, Tigers looking good to try to make that a perfect 5-0. As timeout is over. Bit of a early timeout, although can't blame the Aggies for wanting to try to regroup, as the first 12.5 minutes has been controlled by Pacific. Lots of pressure put on by the Tigers all over. And nice job there by Tuverjack to knock it away, and now Steffen with it has Brooks, plays it up to Brooks, and into the circle. She will look to play it in front. She does, and it's in! A nice pass there from Sydney Brooks. It looked like that was Riley Camo with the goal. So the Tigers, a nice job there.
Tiger goal scored by number 22, Riley Camo.
And it is Camo with the goal.
Number 20, Sydney Brooks.
So a nice job there by the Tigers to take it away and quickly counter, finding Sydney Brooks up ahead, and Brooks into the circle, played it in front. And so Riley Camo with her second goal in 3 days. And the Tigers lead 2-0 with 22 minutes to go here in the first half. So felt like this wasn't going to be just a 1-0 game, and it didn't take long, as the freshman from Los Gatos with the goal. Camo now 4 goals on the season. Brooks, her second assist, and she wasn't on for very long before finding the ball with tons of room. And then a nice ball played right in front, and Camo knocked it in. As that pass unable to find Steffen. But started with Tuverjack knocking it away. Steffen then found Brooks streaking forward. And then Brooks into the circle, plays it across, and it's Camo with the goal. So Tigers leading 2-0, out shooting the Aggies 7-0. As Robertson gets that one, has it knocked away, loses her stick. Nice job there by Van Latham to get back. And play it forward, and off a few sticks it finds its way to Munoz. Munoz scored the Tigers' first goal of the afternoon. Aggies into the circle. Nice job there by Burns to take it away, and now Burns with some room, a long run up to midfield. She plays it wide to Kofer. Kofer is able to keep it in play. Tigers now into the circle. Burns towards goal, and it goes in. Unfortunately, was not deflected by a Tiger, and it came from outside the circle. And a nice ball there, just looking for a stick. Just under 20 minutes to go here in the first half. Tigers leading 2-0. Goals by Munoz and Camo. Munoz with a nice ball there, finding Stefan. Stefan into the circle. First shot knocked away, and then the Aggies play it out. Substitution for the Tigers as Munoz comes off and Goled's back in. Burns to Van Latham. Van Latham with a ball across the face of the goal, unable to find a teammate. Several subs getting ready for the Aggies. Campos and Hannah Betancourt getting ready to come on for the Tigers. Aggies again will have to try to switch sides of the field in the back, and they do. Play it up to Copeland. Nice move there by Copeland. Copeland still with it. Long run here. And Tigers take it away. Van Latham plays it forward. And a nice ball there. Finally, a couple of nice passes there for the Aggies as Betancourt does come on, replacing Stefan. Laskowski also on for the Tigers. And nice job there by the Tigers to take away over to Campos. Campos shot. She doesn't get as much on it as she was looking for there. Tigers, though, still with it. Oh, a nice job there by Sydney Brooks to steal it away. Sets up Campos, and Campos just unable to get a solid shot. Betancourt into the circle to Laskowski, unable to control it. Hazy back on for the Aggies. Whitney also getting ready to come back in. 16:53 to go here in the first half. Tigers leading 2-0. Tigers dominating so far, out shooting the Aggies 9-0. Aggies long ball forward, able to connect, although nice job there by Van Latham to take it away. Tigers quickly get it to Betancourt. And Aggies have had trouble really putting together more than a few passes, often quickly turning it back over to the Tigers. Wigney back on for the Aggies. Aggies will look to switch sides of the field in the back once again as the Tigers press, trying to force a turnover. Laskowski knocks down Copeland. And long ball forward not going to find anybody. Whitney on for Borsak. Burns looking for goal. It's taken away by the Aggies and heading towards the circle, but there's Burns to take it right back. And Burns loses it right back. Aggies into the circle. Shot towards goal. Probably the best chance we've seen by the Aggies so far here in the first half. Their first shot. Burns looking for Laskowski, taken away by the Aggies, but the Aggies will give it right back, unable to connect on that pass. Morrison's long ball forward goes right to the Aggies. .14 minutes to go here in the first half. Tigers leading 2-0. America East Conference play as the Tigers look to finish off a outstanding weekend after defeating Stanford 1-0 on Friday. Taken away there. Tigers with a little bit of numbers if they hurry. Gets it to Laskowski. And knocked out. Leach comes in, replacing Van Latham. Robertson unable to connect with Betancourt. Aggies look to play it down the near sideline, and they do. Nice ball there. A battle. Sees a whistle go against the Aggies. Long ball there. Switching sides of the field to Betancourt. Betancourt now finds Gullidge heading towards the circle. Gullidge will shoot, and it's deflected towards goal. Still loose in front. Somehow it doesn't find the inside of the goal, so two good chances there. Gullidge a long run, the shot, and then it was loose, and on the rebound, the shot also knocked out. 12 minutes to go here in the first half. Munoz, Tavernjek, and Camo all getting ready to come back in for the Tigers. As that ball by Burns taken away, and now the Aggies quickly counter the other way. Hazy with it. Nice job there by Burns to knock it away. Now, after going through a few players, she will play it forward. Singh. Her pass looking for Drawbridge goes out of play. Burns, nice pass there, finds Tavernjek. Now she plays it to Betancourt. Betancourt played a ball looking for a diagonal run by Camo. The run that wasn't made. And nice drive there by Gullidge, anticipating. Knocked it away, but loses it right back. Now the pass over to Wigney. She'll just play it forward, and Puhade will just watch it roll by. Tigers 3:59 into the game. A goal from Alicia Munoz took a 1-0 lead, and then at the 13-minute mark into the first half, Riley Camo scored her second goal of the weekend, her fourth goal on the year. As Tigers have outshot the Aggies 11-1, lead 2-0 with just over 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Steffen back in for the Tigers. Into the circle, and now a chance here, and it goes wide. So just the second shot of the afternoon by the Aggies, a good chance there. Ball played into the circle, and then the shot goes wide. That pass, Munoz unable to control it. And that pass, Steffen disappointed. She couldn't control that one, missed it, and kind of smiling, knowing she should have stopped that. As Morrison with it, plays it to Steffen. Steffen, nice job of stick handling there. Oh, nice move there by Leach. Plays it forward. And nice quick diagonal ball there. The Aggies with a chance here now, heading into the circle, guarded by Morrison. Gets by. The ball played in front off of the chest of Puhade and then played out by Morrison, but we are going to have a penalty corner given to the Aggies. So the first penalty corner of the afternoon for the Aggies. The Tigers converted on their first penalty corner, and only penalty corner we've seen so far this afternoon. A couple shots here in the last minute or two by the Aggies. And now a penalty corner opportunity. The Aggies on this season have been led by Garcia with 6 goals as it's played in. And the shot, looking for an Aggie on the near post, unable to connect. Tigers play it clear, so first penalty corner opportunity goes by without a goal for the Aggies. 7:30 to go here in the first half. Tigers leading 2-0. Looking to improve to 3-1 in America East Conference play as that long ball forward finds Tuverjak. Tuverjak still with it, has Campos in the circle. Also Camo. Tuverjak still with it, spins, plays it towards goal, and it's knocked away. Nice individual effort there by Tuverjak, and the goalkeeper Cohen knocks it away. Leach, and it's loose in front, kicked away. Still Tigers a chance. Aggies looking for the quick counter. Had they been able to get a long ball forward, might have had a chance, but Tigers defense swarming, not allowing that long pass for the counter. And that ball hit Tuverjak right in the leg. That's going to leave a bruise. Munoz into the circle. Cleared by the Aggies, Garcia. Steffen plays it forward, looking for Munoz. Knocked out by Singh. Burns plays it forward, and it goes right to the stick of an Aggie. Long ball forward there, looking for Kramer, unable to connect. Sydney Brooks back on for the Tigers. Brooks assisted on the Tigers' second goal as she took the pass, headed into the circle, and then found Camo in front for the goal. 13 minutes into the second half for the Tigers' second goal. And here's a turnover. Campos with a chance heading towards the circle. Campos, couple Aggies slow her down. And the Tigers are going to have their second penalty corner of the afternoon. So a turnover, and Campos headed towards goal, and she draws the second penalty corner of the afternoon for the Tigers with under 5 minutes to go. Tigers leading 2-0, have outshot the Aggies 13-4. First penalty corners, all of them set up Burns, and then her shot was saved, and on the rebound, Munoz able to finish. Campos, Munoz, and Burns all at the top. And they will set up Burns. Burns towards goal, saved, rebound knocked away. So Burns' shot towards goal. Nice save there by the Aggies goalkeeper Cohen. Kana back in for the Aggies. Stefan looking for Egan. He's into the corner and then quickly into the circle. And Egan will play it clear, gets it to Stefan. Stefan plays it forward to Brooks. Brooks has Campos in front. If she can find control, unable to do it. And nearly another great chance for the Tigers on the counter. Nice job there by Bentoncourt to knock it away. Munoz, nice move there. Now we'll look for the long ball forward. Looking for Brooks. A little too hard for Brooks. 3 minutes to go. Tigers with another substitution. Robertson back in, replacing Gullidge. And it's a bad turnover there. Egan over to Stefan. And then Drawbridge knocks it out. And that'll be a long hit for the Tigers. To Burns. Burns gets by a defender into the circle. Unleashes the shot. Nice save by the goalkeeper. Rebound loose in front and cleared. So a nice play there. Burns gets by the defender, gets the shot off, and a nice save by the Aggies goalkeeper to keep this a 2-0 game. 15 shots already for the Tigers here in the first half. Senior Day, final official home game of the season for the Tigers, although the Tigers will have an alumni game next week, and then after that a game here on the 28th against Cal that technically is a Cal home game, but the Bears without a home field, that game will end up being played here as that rolls out of play. 1:11 to go. Head coach Andy Smith encouraging his team to come on and try to get one more scoring chance here. As Camo comes off and Conkle comes in. And now the Aggies with a chance here in the final minute. Gets by Burns into the circle. And it's going to be a penalty corner with 45 seconds to go. So the second penalty corner opportunity of the afternoon for the Aggies. A chance to try to cut the deficit in half in the final moments before halftime. Goals by Munoz and Camo have the Tigers in front 2-0. And really will be the final play of the first half, as clock might hit 0 before this is even put in. Clock at 0 as the Aggies will take the penalty corner here. And the shot is wide, but another penalty corner to come. So, Aggies with everybody forward here for this. Penalty corner opportunity here for the Aggies right before halftime. And it's played in, set down, and a nice job there by the Tigers. But it'll be another penalty corner. So, lengthy continuation of the first half here. Another penalty corner. Now the fourth for the Aggies. Third here with no time remaining. As it's played in, and now the shot towards goal. Loose in front, the scramble, and it's knocked in. Looks like that was Danielle Cana with the goal. We'll wait for confirmation.
Goal scored by the Aggies, number 30, Danielle Cana.
And it was Danielle Cana with the goal. So that'll do it for the first half. Bit unfortunate ending to the first half, but after 35 minutes of play, the Tigers lead 2-1. We will take a break and be back after halftime. This is Pacific Field Hockey on the Pacific Digital Network. Welcome back to the Pacific Field Hockey Turf here at the University of the Pacific as we get set for the second half. Really, first half dominated by the Tigers, but the Aggies were able to draw a penalty corner in the final minute of the second half, and after several attempts, able to convert on the penalty corner, the goal by Kana, her second on the season, coming with no time left in the second half. So Tigers lead 2-1. Tigers took the lead just 3:58 into the game. A goal by Munoz. About 9 minutes after that, Riley Camo with her second goal of the weekend, fourth on the year, made it 2-0, and it's 2-1 here as we get set in the second half. Shots in the first half, 15-7 in favor of the Tigers, with most of those 7 for the Aggies coming on the penalty corners with no time remaining. Burns plays it towards the circle. Burns over to Van Latham towards goal. Knocked away. Head coach Andy Smith hollering that in the first half that was called a penalty corner, but not a penalty corner there. And now Aggies looking to break. Morrison will chase it down right before it rolls out of play. And now she'll play it forward. Every game in every sport this weekend here at the University of the Pacific on homecoming weekend has been close nail biters, and despite a pretty dominating first half, it's just a 1-goal lead here for the Tigers, leading 2-1. Golage loses it, and nice job there by Burns to block it, and she swings and misses, but able to keep it. Burns still with it on the near side. Somehow she gets through 2 Aggies and then plays it forward looking for Camo or Campos. And played right in front. Puhade dives away. Great chance there for the Aggies player right in front of goal. Unable to get much on it. Puhade dives to knock it away. And our first card of the afternoon, as Drawbridge will head over and take a seat. Burns battling in the circle, and that'll be a penalty corner. So the Tigers with their first penalty corner of the second half. The Tigers were 1 for 2 on penalty corners in the first half, capitalizing on their first one as Munoz knocked in a rebound for the first goal. It was on this side of the field that saw the Tigers score their 1 goal on Friday off of a penalty corner. Burns' shot towards goal, deflected in by Camo, and they will set up Campos, and gonna be a penalty shot. So Campos will take it. Great chance here for the Tigers to go back up by 2. Campos, 4 goals on the season. make that 5. Campos calmly puts it past the goalkeeper into the left side of the goal, and the Tigers regain a 2-goal lead. Campos, the junior from Guadalajara, Mexico, as mentioned, now with 5 goals on the season. In fact, her second goal of the season coming from the penalty spot. So another quick goal to start the half. The Tigers scored a goal within the first 4 minutes of the first half, and also a goal here the first 4 minutes of the second half. Play it back to Burns. Long pass to Van Latham behind her. Rolls out a play. And so heading back on after the 2-minute card is Drawbridge. So the first card eventually led to the Tigers getting a penalty corner and then a penalty shot. Nice 1-2 passing and then a collision here right in front of us. Nice job there by Komodo, knock it away. Then she gets it to Campos. Tigers have Tuverjack in the circle. Campos didn't see her, plays it to Komodo, and now it's knocked out. Had Allie Campos seen Tuverjack to her right, Tuverjack would have had one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Instead, Campos went back to Komodo, who started that with a nice steal. Morrison plays it in, and we're going to have another penalty corner for the Tigers. Their second of the second half, 4th of the afternoon. 2 of the previous 3 leading 2 goals. Burns heads back to the huddle after coming over and getting the play from head coach Andy Smith. I would guess they'd probably set up Burns here. And they do. Burns towards goal. Deflected. Munoz chases it down. Tries to play it into the circle. Has it knocked away. Mayanagi still wearing a mask. And then a nice long ball forward there to Jackson. Van Latham closing. And that is going to be a penalty corner for the Aggies. So a nice job by the Aggies there. Quickly on the break, Van Latham able to get back. But the 5th penalty corner for the Aggies. They were able to capitalize finally on the penalty corner with no time remaining in the first half for their first goal of the afternoon. As it was Danielle Cana that capitalized right before the halftime break. Play it wide and shot towards goal. Pujade kicks it away. Still loose. And it's going to be another penalty corner. Just under 27 minutes to go here in the second half. Tigers leading 3-1. Aggies with another penalty corner. And shot deflected into the air, and it's going to be another penalty corner. Well, almost a replay of the end of the first half that saw multiple penalty corners, one after another. It's like Whitney has some blood on her leg, and so she has to come out. And that time goes right through the legs of the Aggies. And now the Tigers with huge numbers here. Campos looking for Munoz a bit too strong. Camo chasing, trying to get to it. He's played back right in front of goal, nearly taken away by Tuverjack right in front of goal. Van Latham, nice job there. Van Latham still with it. Finally has it knocked away by Sting. Kofer takes it away. Still with it. And a real nice run there by the redshirt junior from Glendora, Leah Kofer, as she draws a penalty corner for the Tigers. And we're seeing a lot of penalty corners here early on in the second half. Tigers leading 3-1. Allie Campos scoring on a penalty stroke. Camo to play it in. And the high shot by Campos saved over the top. Nice save there by the Aggies goalkeeper as Campos with the high shot saved by the junior goalkeeper from San Diego, Erica Cohen. And now the Aggies looking for the quick counter, and Pujade will just watch it roll by and out of play. Bunch of substitutions getting ready for both teams. Kate Young and Brianna Soe for the Aggies. Malia Robertson for the Tigers. Brooks also getting ready to come in, as is Hannah Bettencourt for the Tigers. Aggies get it into the circle, looking to turn. Nice save there by Pujade. Nice job there by Morrison to slow down the Aggies and takes it away. Brooks on, as is Hannah Bettencourt, replacing Kofer and Camo. And Aggies a great chance here. The shot saved by Pujade, so Aggies a great chance there as Kayla Wigney had it in the circle with nobody between her and the goal but the goalie, and Pujade with the save. So a nice job there by the junior goalkeeper from Monte de Paris, Spain, to keep the Tigers lead at 2 with just over 22 minutes to go. And played into the circle. Aggie still with it, the shot. Pujade with the save once again, and after that save, almost yelling at her defense, let's go, let's get it out of here. Shots now 19-13, still Tigers with more shots, although at one point it was 11-1 in favor of the Tigers. Seen lots of shots in offense so far here this afternoon. As Aggies into the circle and played in front, loose, knocked away, rebound. Tigers looking to clear, still loose, and it's gonna be a penalty corner. So another chance for the Aggies to score on a penalty corner and try to cut the Tigers' 2-goal lead down to 1. The last penalty corner, the Aggies were unable to control the pass back, and it almost led to a great scoring opportunity for the Tigers. This time they're able to handle it. Pass it to the side. A defender comes out, and it's going to be another penalty corner. Seems like one penalty corner after another here in the second half, starting with at the end of the first half. As we near 20 minutes to go. And they play it to the side and then towards goal. No deflection, no whistle. So the Tigers defend several penalty corners again without allowing a goal. Garcia will play it into the circle and ends up right at the stick of Burns, and Burns will play it forward. Aggie coaches, several of them up in front of their bench, hollering and applauding, saying, let's go, encouraging their team to keep pushing, looking to try to cut into this 3-1 Tigers lead. Yes, nice job there by Brooks to knock it away. Betancourt ran by the ball. Three subs getting ready for the Aggies here on the far side right in front of us. Morrison will go back to Burns. And Burns now back towards the Tigers bench. Ends up rolling right by head coach Andy Smith. Aggies still with it, headed towards the circle. And now into the circle. On towards Goldie. Shot goes just wide. Wow. And now timeout called by the Tigers. So after that near goal by the Aggies, good timeout taken by Andy Smith. Time to get organized, perhaps rest up a little bit here as the Tigers look to end a very successful weekend that started with the Tigers knocking off nationally ranked Stanford on Friday 1-0. The first win over a ranked opponent under the third-year head coach Andy Smith. Tigers are ready with more wins this season than last. Tigers had 7 wins last season. Tigers already 8 wins this year, looking to improve to 9-6 if they can hold on to this 3-1 lead with 18:21 to go. Tigers after today will play 2 more games. A game that will be played here at the Pacific Field Hockey Turf on October 28th against Cal at 2 p.m. And then America East Conference play ends with the Tigers on the road on Friday, October 30th at Stanford, a 6 p.m. game before the Tigers then will head to the America East Championship as that tournament back in Albany, New York. Tigers leading 3-1. Goals from Munoz and Camo in the first half. And then Ali Campos with the goal here in the second half on the penalty shot. Munoz heads off as Gulled's back in for the Tigers. Saw several substitutions on both sides during that timeout. Tigers will leave it for Morrison, who will play it back to Burns. Burns continues switching sides of the field to Van Latham. And her ball forward goes out of play. Aggies now will look to switch sides of the field in their back line and unable to control it. Betancourt plays it back to Morrison, to Burns. And now Burns strikes it towards the circle. And Burns again plays it into the circle, looking for a redirection on goal. .16:40 to go. Tigers leading 3-1. Again, that's seen a combined 34 shots. As Burns finds Betancourt, who stumbles but able to keep control, and she goes back to Morrison. Van Latham looking for Steffen. And Latham looking for somebody to pass it to before bringing it in herself. And she'll play it down that near line, looking for a cover jack, and it goes out of play. Ball played back to Burns. Burns now with a long run. Played into the circle, cleared, and now the Aggies look to quickly counter a 2-on-2, although the Tigers defense quickly getting back and the Aggies unable to control it. Camo back in. Kofer also back in, and Laskowski getting ready to come back in. Four Aggies also standing right in front of us, getting ready to come in. Crowd applauding that effort there. I think that 5 Aggies now getting ready to come in as Gulledge into the circle, try to cut back and help defense there. Takes it away. And again, the Aggies trying to hit on the counter. Morrison, like, referee pointed the wrong way, and then she, like, a little bit of disbelief that the whistle was against her. And now line drive right in front, deflected up, and oh, that's gonna hurt. It looked like it got deflected right into an Aggie's throat or mouth. And going to be a penalty corner. So 13:35 to go here. Tigers leading 3-1. The Aggies with another penalty corner. Their lone goal of the afternoon came on a penalty corner. As the direct shot goes in. So just like that, back to a one-goal game as the Aggies for the second time this afternoon convert on the penalty corner.
Aggie goal scored by number 7, Jamie Garcia, assisted by number 5, Eden Borsak, and number 14, Hannah Drawbridge.
So Jamie Garcia, the goal, her 7th on the year. Mentioned she leads the Aggies going into today with 6 goals and adds to that here. A nice strike off the penalty corner, and so almost fitting to all the home games here this weekend. Gonna be another nail biter. Tigers lead is just 3-2 with 12:45 to go. Taken away there by Robertson. Plays it forward, looking for Laskowski, has it knocked away. Aggies with it, although Robertson gets it right back. Laskowski over to Campos. Campos into the circle, cuts back, and scramble in front, and that is going to be a penalty corner for the Tigers. So a nice run there by Campos into the circle. Mentioned Tigers field hockey won 1-0 against Stanford. A 1-goal win yesterday for water polo. A 5-set win in extra points for volleyball last night. And now Tigers led 2-0 and 3-1, and now it's 3-2 with 11:53 to go and counting. Two of the Tigers' 3 goals have come thanks to penalty corners as it's set up for Burns. Burns towards goal. It's loose and unable to tip it in is Camo. As Camo was there on the near post and just unable to get a stick on it. Back into the circle it goes. So Tigers unable to capitalize on the penalty corner. The lead remains just 1 with 11:15 to go. Van Latham looking for somebody to play it to. Plays it forward and it's taken away by the Aggies. And now the Aggies with a bit of a counter-attack opportunity here, a 2-on-2. Morrison guarding and the Aggies get around. And it was Morrison trying to slow down Kat Jackson. Knocked away there by Morrison, and now Camo gets knocked down. Morrison, long ball forward looking for Campos, and the deflection found its way to Camo. Aggies with a substitution. Soe comes back in. Kofer. Morrison try to get it to Camo in the circle. And we are going to have a green card given. So Kat Jackson gets the green card with 9:05 to go. So Tigers with a player advantage here for 2 minutes. They were able to capitalize on the one other green card, and that'll be a penalty corner. As before it was even called, Andy Smith hollering, that's a penalty corner, and it was given. Last time the Tigers had a player advantage, they drew a penalty corner and then drew the penalty stroke, which Campos converted for the opening goal of the second half. Right now that goal, the game winner, as we are under 8.5 minutes to go. Tigers leading 3-2. Great chance here for the Tigers to get a goal to make the lead a little more comfortable. And the shot towards goal, loose in front. Munoz unable to get to the rebound like she had earlier in the afternoon, as Munoz scored the game's first goal. She will play it back to Morrison. All the way to the near side to Van Latham, and now towards the corner, into the circle. Aggies play it clear. Nice stick handling there on the near side. About 25 seconds remains on the green card, and then we'll be back to even strength for the final 7 minutes. As Kofer unable to get to that. And playing it forward there is Kate Young, and that'll knocked away. Aggies with a chance here, and Morrison not happy, as they're going to give the Aggies a penalty corner. And after that whistle, she looked at the referee and could only see the back of her, but gesturing, clearly couldn't believe that whistle went against her. Like, what more could I have done? So a penalty corner here, under 6.5 minutes to go. Tigers leading 3-2. The Aggies capitalized on their last penalty corner to make it a 1-goal game, and it was a penalty corner with no time remaining in the first half that saw the Aggies get on the scoreboard. Played in and controlled the ball towards goal and able to clear it at the far post is Van Latham. So fortunately for the Tigers, Van Latham, right place, right time, able to knock it down and play it clear. And now an Aggie gesturing not happy with the call is Tuverjack back on, replacing Laskoski. That ball played forward. Kofer deflects it forward. Aggie's coaching staff up, hollering that she had her stick all over the player's body, wanting a whistle. 5 minutes to go. Tigers leading 3-2. Nice job there by Munoz, but the Aggies still with it and play it into the circle. Burns will dribble it out. Wow, great dribbling there by Burns, and now the Tigers look to counter. Burns finally gives it up to Steffen. So Burns takes it out of the circle. Giving the Tigers a little bit of breathing room. 4:24 to go. Tigers in front 3-2. Burns with it. Plays it towards goal. Loose in front. And unable to get it in was Leah Kofer. A great chance there. As Burns played it towards goal. And that long ball by the Aggies rolls out right in front of the Tigers bench. Morrison plays it forward. Gullidge back in for the Tigers. And pass there, looking for Hazy, a bit too strong. 3:30 to go. Tigers leading 3-2. Right now, the penalty stroke goal from Ali Campos, the game winner, is a long ball forward. And Andy Smith saying, why wasn't an advantage given there? Campos on the break. Might have been on towards goal. 3 minutes to go. Tigers leading 3-2. Play to Tuberjack. Aggie coaches is up, trying to work the referee here on the near side as it's played back to Morrison. To Burns. Burns looking for Kofer. In the background, you may be able to hear Andy Smith hollering 2:30, and now it's 2:20 and counting. Morrison plays it towards the circle. Nice job there by Gold to take it away. Tigers in certainly no hurry with the lead. 2 minutes to go. They play it over to Gullidge. Gullidge into the circle. Takes a spill. Kofer plays it into the circle. And it's going to be a penalty corner for the Tigers, so a great chance here to let time tick off the clock. Nice job there by Kofer to play it in, and the Tigers with the penalty corner. 1:30 to go. By the time this penalty corner is taken, even if the Tigers don't score, there should be well under a minute left. So certainly the Tigers will take as long as they can before putting this ball back in play. Burns towards goal, and it's in! Savannah Burns gets the goal with 1:02 remaining, and the Tigers back in front. Oh. Burns with the goal. And there's the breathing room the Tigers need with 1 minute to go. Savannah Burns, her 6th goal of the season. And the Tigers in front 4-2 with 62 seconds to go. Similar play that the Tigers scored on Friday, although this time Burns' shot towards goal right in, no deflection needed there. So Tigers look to be on the way to their 9th win of the season. And now a penalty corner is given to the Aggies, which by the time they take this, even if they scored, the game's going to be all but over. Aggies coaching staff hollering, hurry. 23 seconds to go. 17, 16, 15. At this point, Tigers on their way to their 9th win of the season. Final score in jeopardy here. Puhade with the save. Tigers will hopefully clear it. It's still loose. And there's the final buzzer. So the Tigers with their 9th win of the season, an offensive-filled 4-2 win here this afternoon. Wow, what a weekend. Homecoming weekend here at Pacific. The home teams here this weekend, a perfect 5-0. Field hockey goes 2-0. Water polo 2-0. Volleyball also wins. So, a outstanding weekend here at the University of the Pacific. The Tigers jumped out to an early lead. Munoz, 4 minutes in, scored her 3rd goal of the season. 9 minutes later, Riley Camo, her 4th goal on the year. 2nd goal for Camo on the weekend, made it 2-0. But the Aggies cut it to 1 at halftime with no time left, scoring on a penalty corner to make it 2-1. Tigers went back in front 3-1 early in the second half, a penalty stroke from Campos. But the Aggies were able to capitalize on another penalty corner to cut it down to a 1-goal lead. And then the Tigers, with 62 seconds to go, a well-deserved goal for the sophomore from Somerset West, South Africa, Savannah Burns. Her 6th goal of the season, and that made it 4-2, and that would be the final score. So congratulations to Andy Smith and the Pacific Tigers field hockey team for the win, as they continue to have an outstanding season after 5 wins 2 years ago, 7 wins last season, already 9 wins this season, and 2 more games at least still to go. Tigers a chance to tie the program record of 11 wins in a season set quite some time ago. So the Tigers will have some time off, an alumni game next weekend, and then the Tigers will be back here at the Pacific Field Hockey Turf on October 28th at 2 p.m. game against Cal. So if you're in the area, hope you can join us. If not, we will have that for you on PacificTigers.com. So for Corey Crawley and everybody else that helped bring you this game, I'm Paul Meissen. Glad you could join us. Once again, your final score, the Pacific Tigers 4, UC Davis Aggies 2. This was Pacific Field Hockey on the Pacific Digital Network.